Six for Snater has Essex closing in on victory. Alarm bells rang at the Cooper Associates county ground as the home side's batting went up in smoke. They'd managed just 109 runs in their first innings, a figure matched by Essex for the loss of only 2 wickets. They'd resume on day 2 on level terms, and with Sir Alistair Cook unbeaten on 59. But he last just 1 ball, out to the first delivery of the day, caught by Hildreth off the bowling of Siddle, just what Somerset were looking for. Sam Cook's stint as night watchman was then put to bed by Craig Overton, arms shouldered, stumps rattled, Essex now 4 down. They were getting a little taste of what they dished out to Somerset on day 1, Lawrence getting a little bogged down and trapped in front by Siddle. The wickets kept tumbling, Critchley the next to go cheaply, caught by Renshaw off the bowling of Overton for just 7. A reprieve for Rossington, the catch tantalisingly out of reach of the slip cordon, the hosts now with their tails up. It was brief though, he fell in the next over, Overton with his 5th of the innings, Rossington departing LBW for 6. Wheater swiftly followed, Overton, again, the spearhead of the Somerset counter-attack, seeing the back of the Essex keeper for 4. And it would soon be 7 for the England bowler. Snater caught for 8, the ball not as short as he'd first thought, the visitors down to their last wicket. Simon Harmer is no slouch with the bat and showed that, picking up boundary after boundary as they looked to inflate their lead as much as possible. And he'd carry his bat, Stacchetti the final wicket to fall, trapped in front by Lewis Gregory. Essex all out for 180 at lunch, their lead 71. After slumping to such a low total, Somerset's fightback was impressive. Craig Overton had finished with new career best figures of 7 for 57 and had given his side a chance to turn the tables. Cook's 59 was a top score for Essex, who'd only managed to add 71 for the loss of 7 wickets. But if Somerset thought the Overton-inspired defiance would continue into their batting, they were sorely mistaken. 2 Cooks spoiled the start. First innings top scorer Lammonby caught by the former England captain off the bowling of his namesake. And then Green swiftly followed, pinned in front by Snater, the score now 7 for 2. They were at least into double figures when Hildreth fell for Snater's 2nd of the innings. Bales flicked off as the ball kissed the outside of off stump. Renshaw and Abel dragged Somerset past 50, but Essex weren't to be denied. The captain out, caught behind off the bowling of Stacchetti. Was a finish in 2 days in the offing. It certainly looked that way when Snater struck again to remove Goldsworthy. A good tumbling grab from Wheater saw him depart for 7. Renshaw looked to be the key man for Somerset, into the 30s before tea, and more importantly for his side, he'd combined with Davis to take a 4-run lead into the break, the score now 75 for 5. With the innings defeat avoided, Somerset set about the evening session, hoping Renshaw and Davis could stick together. They managed to bring the 100 up, but would be separated. Renshaw out LBW to Sam Cook. Davis was now at the vanguard of a Somerset effort, under pressure, but you wouldn't know it. Harmer lifted casually over the ropes as the keeper moved his way into the 40s, the lead now over 50. For the first time in the match, the hosts looked calm and collected, and Davis took advantage, his 50 sealed with a single off Stacchetti. The peace was soon broken though, Gregory out caught by Sam Cook looking to lift Snater over the ropes. Overton lasted just 2 balls, Bales flying around his head as Snater snuck one through to bowl him for 2 and seal a 5-wicket bag. Somerset were down to their last wicket in the next over, Davis finally removed, bowled by Stacchetti, Leach now the last man in. And he'd be the final wicket to fall, chopping Snater on to depart for 7. Essex were set 84 runs for the win. Once again, the scorecard made difficult reading for Somerset, who were almost certainly heading for defeat. Davis 51 and Renshaw's 45 outliers. Only Abel had joined them in reaching double figures. Snater had ripped through them, finishing with figures of 6 for 36. There'd be time enough for just 2 overs of batting, and a little bit of hope for Somerset. Brown out, caught by Green off the bowling of Overton. Sam Cook came in as night watchman. He and Sir Alistair Cook saw out the remaining 6 balls and reached the close at 3 for 1. The equation is simple. Essex need a further 81 for what looks to be an almost certain win within 3 days. But Somerset aren't beaten yet. The early wicket was just what the doctor ordered, and in Craig Overton they have a bowler who could rip through the visitors.